Okay, so I'll start off by saying that I am someone who has newly come to the realization that I would be open to getting into a relationship or dating a woman. I have not yet had that experience yet, but I did come to the realization a few months ago that I'm not closed off to it. And I feel like the more I'm away from like being ingratiated inside of a congregation, and in that culture and in those confines, like the further I get away from it, because it's been over 5 years since I have like physically belonged to a congregation, like the more I realize how a lot of my previous preferences in dating like were informed by organized religion. Like even when I think about how, again, as I mentioned in my previous answer, just about how I used to have like these ideas of like how the man has to be the head of the household and like all of this, and I no longer believe that either. Like I'm no longer shrinking myself. I'm not letting a man play king of the castle if we're playing 50-50 bills and like things like that. Like just my views on dating and what I look for in a partnership have just evolved so much, period, since I've left. So I will say that I didn't necessarily have like an internal battle while I was like actively religious, like because at that point I hadn't come to the realization that I was open to dating women. But yeah, I've seen with a lot of people close to me, unfortunately, a lot of like very close friends and loved ones and things like that, where they knew that they were queer and they had to repress that to such a heavy degree. And it was just really disheartening. And I really hate that they went through that. It was more than, I'll say it was more than one or two, it was more than one or two. And I really hate that they had to go through that. And I just really hate that, unfortunately, because I was still drinking the Kool-Aid, I didn't realize how problematic it was that these people were just internally just tormented because they couldn't be their true selves because being gay or queer, was a sin and things like that. And that really bothers me looking back on it now. So, yeah. So for me, because I feel like my experience is very unique in the sense of, one, I don't think my family takes me seriously. I like being 100% honest with you. I think that they think I'm crazy and have lost my mind. And the chronic singlehood of me really wanting to get married and settle down and have a family, but like not finding someone I'm compatible with for years now and getting close to 30 and like that whole mental crises. Like, I think my family just thinks I'm nuts when I have told them that I'm open to dating women and that I realized that I was open to dating women, several months ago or whatever. Because I did not have a traditional experience of like knowing that this was something I was open to, like in my teen years, in my very young adult years. Like this is a pretty new revelation for me. It's not like something that they necessarily like saw coming, as like a lot of my other friends had with like their families. I think they just truly don't take me seriously. So I have not really had much backlash or anything like that. But I guess, we'll see. I mean, if I end up dating a woman and getting into a serious relationship with a woman, I guess at that point they'll have no choice but to accept it. So, yeah.